And live in Showdown Studios in the heart of Sydney, this is what you've been waiting for. Welcome back to our Season 3 Rocket League League Play, brought to you by McDonald's. This is a big game. They're having a good time. I am not. I am dead serious with you more than ever.
Rocket League is not fun.
This is not fun.
No fun allowed.
This is not fun. This is Scylla Esports taking on Jam Gaming. This is a game I've been waiting to see, and I'm looking forward to it.
Predictions, Yummy.
I predicted at the beginning of the day that this is the game to watch, the series to watch. Hopefully 5 games to watch, not 1. And Jam Gaming versus Scylla, it's the rematch of the lower bracket final from Season 3, where we saw Jam Gaming in game number 7 take down Scylla after 14 games in a row. That was so close.
And overtime as well.
So close. So I'm expecting another close one. And either that or Scylla are just going to be like, no way, we're not doing it again. We're getting revenge. And it'll just be 3-0. Every single game will be 20-0.
I feel like it could have been LAN.
You're being unrealistic. I was to say unrealistic.
I mean, you can't.
18. 18.
I know you can't get a goal within 1 second, but
Yummy 2017.
What the hell is happening
That's
here?
a new thing I want. Like, Yummy said, and then just like make up random facts.
That's what he's been doing all day. Jake just puts words into my mouth.
Yummy said that you can't get goals off kickoffs. That's just not a thing.
It's not a thing.
That 1 second kickoff, you can get a goal off 1 second kickoff.
You can, but not 2 goals, remember?
Oh, that's right. No. I listened to it, but not in the right context. Now, of course, these guys... playing on LAN, I feel, is a different... I'm trying to be serious. I'm so hyped for this game. These guys are having so much fun.
Yummy said...
I'm sorry for having fun.
LAN was not favorable for Sandcastle, aka now Scylla Esports. Maybe it's different. Maybe Jam Gaming might struggle a bit against the Scylla Esports, who are sitting on their comfy chairs at home and saying, this is fun. We're not LAN. We don't have the LAN jitters or the stress. The environment's not there, and might be a very different team we see.
Well, we do have the advantage from Scylla Esports that they've kept the same roster. Jam Gaming, they've mixed it up as well. We keep mentioning Shady in the last series.
Now
they've dropped Bango, and Shady is here on Jam Gaming. And normally I'd say, well, Scylla have got this. They've got the advantage. They've kept the same team. They've had the ability to keep that practice and synergy together. Except Dumbo's not here, and Daisu, their substitute, is filling in today. So
yeah, we did see Daisu last season, though, in League Play. Qualifiers? League Play? He was definitely there in League Play. So it's not like they've just...
He was on Scylla Esports as well.
Yeah, he was on Scylla.
The old Scylla.
Yeah, so it's not like they grabbed some rando and threw it into the game. They have picked another quality player going forward. So it should be a tight match.
Jake, you're looking a little confused.
No,
okay?
I'm thinking of Korea grabbing some random player and just
drag a guy into a...
Get him in the roster. This guy. What's your name? Dace? Oh, okay. No worries. Of course, we are going to have a look at our stats to bring us into this game number 4. And AoE Amp. This guy's a monster.
Yeah, an offensive powerhouse, giving his team the ability to finish goals. And he does lots of demos. And if we know anything about us here at the desk...
Demos and quick pass plays.
Yeah.
It's all about pressure for AoEM. He can set up that pressure, they play it so quick, and that's what's going to really put them ahead of Jam Gaming, who tend to like a slower game.
Yeah, very reactive team I would go for with Jam Gaming.
But on the other side, and if you look at Jam Gaming, the rock, the pillar, it's Jam Express.
His technical ability is very, very impressive. Mechanically gifted, typically plays a bit further back, but you could easily drag him up the pitch with 0.82 goals per game. He's terrifying there as well.
And he was OCE's RLCS clutch playmaker, scoring the most assists per game. And if I recall, he has the most assists of all time across all throwdown seasons.
Wow.
He's just a big connecting player, a big midfield player, but he can play all parts of the pitch. So doesn't matter if he's forward or back, you got to be worried about him.
That's why we call him the pillar. So, going into our game of the week, or a series of the week, who is going to take it, Jam or Scylla?
I'm going to say old time's sake, it's going to be Jam, and it's going to be 3-2, because every game is 3-2. That's just how it works here. 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. I mean,
Except
we were
the
wrong the
last
one, but
3-2.
No, I'm going to go 3-1 to Scylla. I think Scylla have been having strong results. Even with Daisu, they've been playing very well over in the community tournaments. So I think they'll be able to keep that up.
All right, well, jumping into our last series of Throwdown, week 1 of League play for Season 3. There's a lot of numbers in there. We say bye to Cheese Man. We move forward into the rock and roll 2-man format. And
you are cuddling up to me with that camera transition.
I am not.
You are.
I am doing nothing in that camera transition.
I don't. You always just get a little bit closer.
Just
the
ruin
energy.
your vibe. Or,
Yeah, I have a
and
thing with Yummy.
I'm holding my hand like this. Who holds it? Someone who wears like a spectacle holds his hand like this.
Flip your hand over.
No, like
and
that.
then imagine you got a cat. And you can be like a Bond villain.
No. I would be doing this, wouldn't I?
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm not thinking of like. I'm thinking of like.
Or you could have like a cane. That'd kind of work.
I mean, that kind of works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're jumping into this game. You can throw some hashtags out there just because I'm going to throw it out now. And am inventing as I go. It's a nice touch, and I'm sure you'll love it out there.
Hashtag is a nice touch?
Yeah, no. Hashtag jam win or hashtag Scylla win in the Twitch chat or on Twitter. Tweet at Courier Lord. It's going to give it all the way to Courier.
Yeah, or
come
like
close, I'll tell you
hashtag
secret.
squid or like hashtag spread the jam. You know, like more conventional hashtags also work.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Or at Throwdown.
Yeah, send it to Throwdown.
Send it to Throwdown. That's right.
That's where we work.
That's where we...
Can I argue that one?
Tom Courier Lord said, ladies and gentlemen, in fine form. Let's start our match of the week. Scylla Esports taking on Jam Game.
Squid.
AOE amp off the wall. Why is that? I don't know why. He's got a very long name. We're going to talk to him about that in a second. I believe it is the... Yeah, okay. No, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But off the wall again. Jam Gaming. Passing it on through center field. They're going to go back into defense. Monty Connor receives and backs away. That's Snarf has a second touch. Express over to Monty Connor. Good passing plays from Jam so far. See if they can keep up this force. AOEN gets a quick demolition. We knew him from it, and he's going to be the first one of the game.
Yeah, definitely going to release all that pressure that Jam Gaming has just built up. Taking out one of their offensive players will open up holes in
Close hits the
attack.
crossbar. Has to be Daisu to save. Daisu to tackle it on up. Will just get received by Jam Gaming. There's an opening there. Cleared again. Snarf sends it upfield. Opportunities arise. Set up there for Daisu. Daisu has the shot, and the first goal goes to Scylla.
The super sub Daisu has showcased just how well he fits into this new team, seeing the hole in the Jam defense and punching it straight to the gap.
Daisu, perfect positioning, perfect timing for Scylla, getting that first goal in a minute. Jam Gaming had great passing plays, but Scylla make one exceptional play, and that's all she wrote.
You build up all that pressure. Doesn't matter if you're a reactive Jam team, if you don't have the opportunity just because you're getting pounded way too hard.
Scylla on the right-hand wing. Ball's going to bounce off, come around to the center field. Daisu over to the left wing. It spreads, it moves. Jam Gaming have to be strong on this defense. If Scylla get through, they get that momentum, and they will not stop. You know, Daisu, you've seen a bit of him in last league play. Can he help defend with the rest of Scylla Esports? I guess the answer is yes for now. The AOE amp will clear the field just for himself to set up the touch, the right-hand passing shot across the goal.
Yeah, the interesting players I am going to be watching this game will be Monty Connor. He is the man that normally controls the midfield. Doesn't always get the highest scores, but normally his positioning dictates the course of the game.
And Jam! Courier Lord!
Yes!
Are you human?
I am human.
Good, because that was nuts. Let's
That
watch
was
this pop.
nuts. Shady the sniper extraordinaire.
Off the wing, bounces back in. Missed touch by Scylla. It's going to equalize at 3 minutes. Jam Gaming getting that one was nice. But it was a misplay by Scylla Esports. And very aggressive, missing the ball touch. Going to get it past one, but not the other. Snarf trying to recover it and recuperate for Scylla Esports. But it's going to be AOE Amp who looks to challenge Jam Gaming right now. Jam have an opportunity off of the backboard. Daisu for the clear, just lobs it on up, and AOEM will be the one to receive it. 1-2, great passing play. There was no 3 there. Now Jam recuperate and recover. Ball still in their possession. The setup's there. Great plays from both of these teams. Close calls, good shot, cross field again. The follow-up, Snarf, animal of the freaking year.
Yeah, takes that shot. Not quite on target, but it does hit the post. Both of the Jam players getting pulled out from the defense, allowing him to get straight past his ex-teammates. Snarf was on Jam Gaming's roster, but transitioned over to Sandcastle. Is now hoping to steal a win.
And when you think about it, Snarf technically have all 3 goals. If you count what just happened to Jam Gaming before. Jam are under a bit of pressure here on their own side of the field. They finally clear it. That's good. But Snarf says, nah, here we go again. Bang, 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 bang. They're coming on down. Snarf continuing the pressure, trying to slip it on through. But the police are there. It's okay. Jam Gaming set up the barrier. They refortify. Their defenses are still good. But the ball keeps on coming down their side of the field.
The bulwark against balls. Seeing Monty Connor getting some really important intercepts to break down the pressure being drilled up by Scylla and AoE Imp. But we are seeing Daisu waiting in position to try steal something with being intercepted of his own.
Sends it over the right wing. AoE Imp rotates back around. Picks up a bit of boost and tries to challenge. Leaves it. The ball gets through. Jam Gaming.
Nice.
Finally an opportunity. Yes, Snarf just bounces it on down. Picks up boost on his way and will lose possession for now. AoE Imp comes in off the roof. Rolls it on through like a Royce of some kind. Express pinches the ball against the wall. Jam have to get it the heck out of there. And finally they do.
Yeah, good clear there, straight into the corner pocket where there's absolutely nobody around to make something of it, and giving them a new chance to build pressure of their own. Jam Gaming reverting everything was built up.
Express sitting in this corner with Daisu. Daisu gets control, loses it for a second, moves his way upfield, bumps someone out of the way. Yeah, Jam not happy about that. AoE Imp getting the better 50-50 plays and at least getting some clearance on that ball for now. Jam the setups there, Monty Connor. Unexpected, but it will be 2-all.
Yeah, he does know where to be in the field. That's a big thing we see from Monty Connor. Great pass play by Express there, getting past the defender, as Monty Connor does too. That's a 2-0 in the attack to get it to a 2-all score.
Positioning has been the lead goal scorer of this game so far, and at 45 seconds, potential for the first overtime arises, both in heart and soul. You're going to see Daisu set it on up. The follow through. 1-2. And again, really close plays. AoE Imp tries to get the right angle. It's okay. Really good pressure from Scylla Esports and some big shots, some big setups by AoE Imp.
Yeah, Express really showcasing how he can be around that field with the assists and saves. Good job stopping the pressure being built by Scylla, turning it right back on.
Express lies in Wayne. He comes up. Tries to get the aerial goal to send on down. Down to hell, if you ask. 5 seconds remaining. Jam Gaming off the backboard. 1 second to finish it off. Cameraman, let's have a look. Okay, he was right all along. We go to overtime.
You guys are lucky our cameraman. Say Wolfie in chat. Give him some love.
We don't name
out
him.
of the cave.
We don't name him. 5 seconds. Already into overtime. It's 2-all. Scylla Esports continue to prove us in our theories that they're going well. Is he taking this himself? Looks like he wanted to. Scylla Esports over goal. Roll it through to the other side, and there is a grey field.
Scylla Esports taking out the first game. This huge rivalry. Snarf, ex-Jam player, formerly Sandcastle, now Scylla, getting knocked out of the lower bracket finals, missing that opportunity to go to RLCS. And because of this, now they're showcasing just how powerful they are in the off-season, looking forward, hopefully robbing them of their share of $8,888.
But that was a very close game between Scylla Esports and Jam Gaming. And from Scylla's side, you could say that a lot of the goals were theirs, and even that goal that Jam scored originally against them was a rebound shot. Scylla Esports proving themselves to be real aggressors, and I think AoE Imp getting a lot of the bumps, a lot of the demolitions, and setting up a lot of these plays.
Yeah, AoE Imp has done a great job. He may not have got all the shots you'd expect from him, but he did make up for it with positional advantage, giving his teammates the ability to make the shots of their own, which then, in turn, connect because he's done lots of big bumps and demos.
If AoE Imp keeps up this style of play, it looks like it's too much for Jam Gaming at times. You know, early part of overtime, they lost their momentum.
Yeah, they've definitely lost their momentum. The big thing that we're going to see differently with Jam is they missed the bingo, bango, bongo plays where he ran up on his own and did those dribbles.
For you, yeah.
Yep, but they have swapped in Shady, so there's going to be a bit of a play style difference. Bango was very much a one-man solo run-up kind of guy. Didn't do as much sharing, which cost him opportunities, but is very good in the 1v1s. Shady is a lot better at communication, but let's just see how it changes up, how they have to play around it.
So Esports taking game number 1. We move into number 2. And Jam Gaming continue to struggle under this pressure. Scylla Esports starting it off strong once again. the door on Jam Gaming is going to have to be closed if Scylla Esports wants any kind of victory here. Close it early, close it nice. It's all about that door.
Yeah, close the door. We don't live in a tent.
Definitely don't. We definitely don't. Jam Gaming,
Camping.
game 2. Struggling to get it out of their side of the field. Jam Gaming continue to try and clear the ball, but Scylla are not letting it get through. AOEM, that was a great shot in that top-hand corner. Shady continues to surprise. Great defense.
Yep, Shady, good addition to the team. Much better defensive rotation than Bango, but it's whether or not the offensive powerhouse that was Bango can be replaced by Shady, allowing them to get the scores. They were pretty decent on defense before.
Scylla Esports have an opportunity here to prove that they are better than Jam Gaming in the first week of league play, but Jam Gaming have other ideas. Monty Connor with the angle.
He is showcasing some great talent. So everyone at home, Monty Connor, we normally see strong in the midfield and knowing where to be and setting up the big plays, knowing where to come in, does have its advantage because if you see an opportunity, you can come in and sneak a free goal.
Goal, 1 minute, Jam Gaming, Monty Connor, insane angles,
He's
and
got
no! Is he going to try to outplay it
too
himself?
slow.
No, he tried to outplay it against Scylla Esports, already having rotated back. Snap, opportunity now up the wing, takes it himself. Nice angle, bumps it forward.
Follow
Who's
up.
that? It's Daisu. AOEM says, no, this is our moment, boys. Get back in the sun, get back in the tub. We ain't finished up scrubbing yet. Jam Gaming do survive this onslaught of shadows from Scylla Esports, though.
Things we learned. Hysterics does have a bath outside. We are seeing the pressure constantly build, though, on Jam's side of the pitch. Not the touch you wanted there from AOEM, but it will allow Jam some time to get out of their side of the pitch.
Jam Gaming will defend this for now. The ball gets lobbed on back in their side of the field. They start their pursuit. They continue on with the aggression. The attack will not stop from Scylla Esports, however, and you have to be worried if you're Jam Gaming. The possession, the side of the field it remains in the most is their own. When they get it down here, they have great plays. They get very, very close, and they get some shots onto this goal. Daisu now, right through center field, is going to try and lob it over the top, but Monty Connor responds. They'll continue.
Jam has done a great job this game, making sure that whenever Scylla try to center the ball, they get it immediately into the corner to make the angle play significantly harder to land. And it is paying off on halting Scylla aggression without them getting several consecutive touches to build pressure.
Very aggressive. We always knew Sandcastle to be this team that just says go and pushes the button immediately.
Got to get that $200, Hysterics.
Well, they're proving that they're going to do that here as well. Setups there, 1, 2, 3, passing play into the corner. Close Express is aware of it though, and he responds first. He responds the best.
Ooh, getting past most of the team with a final pop.
AOEM, they're trying to demo him, make it quick. Express almost goes over the top. Once kind of brings it on back. AOEM
It's
again rolls it in. Man, this guy definitely drives a Mercedes.
Great shot there by AOEM, reading the play perfectly, beating out the entire team, and punishing Jam for leaving that hole in their defense.
AOEM coming in, 1-1, 150. Monty Connor surprising us all. This is definitely the game of the week. Two top-tier OCE teams fighting it out for the first week of league play. Remember, they're fighting for $8,888 share in prize pool. Could not be happy to have them here and some top-quality OCE gameplay. Scylla Esports, yep, someone's going to die. That's going to be big. Daisu goes down. Scylla gets the clear. It was a great clear by Snarf. Snarf sets it up, almost just rolls past, but this time.
Yeah, good job on Express there, breaking him out of the cycle of defensive play, allowing him to build spot pressure back on Scylla's side of the pitch. And with 1 minute left on the clock, every bit of possession counts.
Just keep blowing people up. Scylla Esports, great follow through, smooth, baby. I remember that at AMP.
We did talk about today, going into this, that AOEM is going to be a powerhouse for the Scylla offensive. And what has he shown us?
A powerhouse of Scylla offensive.
He certainly could be. You know what?
No, he's shown us that. You just asked me what he's shown.
I got confused when I stepped on my own headset.
Probably shouldn't do that in the shoutcasting industry. 2-1. Scylla Esports, very, very scary when they get possession here, but Express, through his own worth, Monty Connor jumps on through. Ball doesn't even touch the ground. Shady will be the one to keep it in the air, but finally it lands. The flight from Dubai was a success. It lands. We're all good, but Shady knocking it through. 40 seconds remaining. 2-1 is what they lead, but Jam have just stepped it up a notch. They've pushed everyone into offense. Daisu takes full advantage of this operation.
Slow.
But
Steady.
methodical. 20 seconds remaining. Jam Gaming actually pushing it so much further down. Monty Connor gets it past 2 members. Scylla Esports clear it though. This is huge. 10 seconds. They get another goal. You just cement it. Quick demolition. Snarf wonders what the heck happened as he goes down in a pit of flames. But 3, 2, and 1. That ball simply has to hit the ground. Express says, no. He's actually lobbing it through. Snarf. Oh, that's M who jumps into the skies. Hit the ground. That's all they want. Jam will lose another game. Scylla Esports lead 2-0.
Wow. This is going against history, not at all repeating itself. Unless we go to the huge reverse sweep that Jam could be pulling out of their pocket any second.
Was Sandcastle not ahead by 2 games at one point? Even though it was a best of 7, I feel like they were ahead at some point, and then they fell behind. It was a stepping stone. It happened, and Cheeseman's pointing things up in the sky. This means one more game, and Scylla just kind of like, they're going to feel good.
They're going to feel fantastic.
They're going to be like, hey guys, it was just land. It was just jitters. This happens from time to time. You know us. We Gucci.
Yeah, they get the reverse sweep though. That is something that is always looming over the Sandcastle now. Scylla
You can't
team.
jinx it, all right?
I'm not jinxing it. I'm just
You
saying.
just want it. We want it. We want game. We want all 5 games.
I want 5 games.
We want 5
That's
games.
definitely what I
We
want.
are unbiased, but we want 5 games.
Yeah, I want to see more of Daisu coming through.
Yep, absolutely.
He's played fantastic all the way through that, and I'd love to see him getting more time on the air.
I think we need to see more of Jam. I think Express hasn't made as much of an impact as we would have liked. Yes, he has played exceptionally. Monty Connor agrees as well.
Yeah, Monty Connor's on board.
Yeah, Monty Connor says, he's played good. We just want to see more from Jam, because when they do take the ball to Scylla's side of the field, there's some really good plays coming out.
That's true. A big thing I think we need to look at is Shady hasn't had the opportunity to push forward that we normally would see from his play that he replaced Bango.
Yep.
So Shady in that game, he had to play very defensively, which he's good at, but it does mean the Jam offensive is relying on Express and Monty Connor to pull forward a lot more than they normally would in their position.
Scylla Esports just so good at clearing as we move into game number 3, and this is the start of something
Good
big.
touch.
Daisu, great touch in the air, has a shot at goal. Dead center is where he aims it. He does not succeed. Gaming now finally getting the clear, but you know who's going to send it back down? Scylla Esports will. As usual, all they need is this one more win. It's going to be a redirect right near goal. Shady's up in the air to receive.
Yeah, Monty Connor trying to get control of the midfield, but really struggling against the Scylla boys, putting on that aggressive short and sharp play.
Daisu, down the ramp it goes. Ball rotates around Monty Connor through the air. AoE M. Gonna pass it on over. It's an indirect pass, but it's still good. It's still good. Just a little airborne. It's still good. Daisu off the roof. Ball bounces down again. AoE M. Of course he's there to respond. It gets centered. Daisu's just picking up boost, being a nuisance. Gonna get some demos, I'm sure. Snarf is the one into defense. Roll it on in. Jam Gaming way too close from Express. That was their goal to take. Unfortunate.
That's a good point, Jokes. That was definitely an opportunity there for Jam. But a little bit of miscommunication with positioning did mean that they were 1 or 2 seconds late before the connection.
And just rolls it in. Almost coming through. Express has another shot at goal. Scylla Esports lucky with their defense.
Yeah, that's it. We normally see Express sitting up the back. He can play the entire pitch, but he does have a defensive kind of play style. So seeing him pull all the way up the field does mean that feeling like there's a little bit of gap on their offense.
Jam have an opportunity again. They rotate back. That's Shady. Daisu gets it over one. Redirects it. That was nice to watch.
Nice
but
shot.
Jam, there's the
And
shot in
it's in.
goal. He's got it.
Great midfield shot there from Jam Express. Straight up into the left off-center part of the box.
Nice to see. Nice to watch. Jam Gaming lead 1. 3 minutes left remaining. Scylla Esports. You have 2 very strong games, but Jam, they're one of the champions. although not the grand champions. They are one of the top 2 teams in OCE.
The grand runners-ups, as they normally are in
Well,
Pro
they
Am.
have had some roster swaps, so let's see if that's going to affect them that much. You know how good of a player Bango was, but an interesting and unique play style. See how Jam adapt. We'll see in game number 3. Quite nicely here, Scylla Esports have a shot. Is it open? No. Back in time is Shady, the hero, playing a very good adaptive role, but Scylla Esports continue their aggression. They're in front of this goal. They have a shot off the air that was close from AoEM.
The pressure is still building, though. They haven't got the important clear.
Great save. Daisu is there to respond as the ball rebounds back onto the roof of his car. AoEM misses the bounce. It goes over to Shady. He's pushed himself up. He tries to center the ball. It's Jam Gaming with their opportunity, but AoEM, oh, he could have had a nice touch there. Could have been a shot. AoEM, his next opportunity comes now. He leaves the ball and Jam will just clear it away.
Yep, Jam very defensively rotating, not giving themselves the opportunity to get another goal, but it does mean they're playing a lot safer and unlikely to concede a goal, so they can really run the clock with that 1 goal lead.
And that's going to be enough for them if they can just keep doing what they're doing. 1 minute 50 remaining. Jam, a little bit more methodical. Handbrake to turn back around. Monty Connor faces himself forward and helps get some momentum on that ball to clear it away, but Scylla are not done. They're continuing to try and punish Jam for gaps in defense, but it looks like those gaps have kind of soothed on up in this game number 3.
Yes, they certainly have. Pressure, pressure, pressure. That's what Scylla is all about. And if Jam Gaming can continue to control the midfield, they'll be okay. But it is getting a little bit scary.
AoEM rotates on back. Very versatile player. He pushes it on forward. The ball will bounce into the air over the top of him. Great play. Express over the top again. Who's in defense? It's Snarf, and he will get the initial first touch. The second one goes over to Jam. It bounces back forward. It's EMP coming through like an electromagnetic pulse. Snarf comes in off the corner. The follow through. Daisu is there, but Monty Connor saves the day. Is it safe enough? EMP knows there's 45 seconds remaining. Jam do not look comfortable, even though there's a 1 goal lead. And you know why? Because Scylla will not stop.
This is some fast-paced gameplay. That is a way to break through Jam's defense. Scylla is right at home when the speeds get high. So, because of this is a moment for them to strike, breaking that score to 1-1, taking it to overtime.
23, 2, and 1. We're getting closer and closer to a game 4 between our game of the week. Scylla Esports taking on Jam Gaming. High Professional OCE Rocket League coming at ya. Daisu has a shot. Great save from Express. He'll keep the dream alive. That might be enough. Or is it? As Scylla Esports are still unrelenting, they try and drive in with speed and force. But Jam Gaming will eventually pick up that game.
Ooh, reverse sweep. Reverse sweep. That is something that we could be looking at. The time may repeat itself. History again. Sandcastle now. Scylla. Will the curse bite them?
If Scylla Esports cannot get through the lines of defense in Jam Gaming, then this will happen again, and we may just see that game 5. Jam Gaming are a team who have just surprised us in this last game purely because Scylla looks so in form and so on time with their passes.
Well, that's a big thing, right? If we look at the actual score sheet and you didn't see the goals, you're just looking at shots and everything else, you'd be like, Scylla controlled the pace of the game.
Yep.
They definitely would have smashed that one out of the park, but no. Jam was very, very comfortable. They're doing very reactive plays, which meant even though Scylla was dictating the pace of the game, Jam was very comfortable knowing where they stood. It was kind of like watching BFC play.
Except with a little bit more form, I think.
Yeah, no, their form was on point.
Yeah, no, better than BFC. When BFC was on point, potentially, yeah, great comparison.
When they were the Surgeon Kings.
Great comparison. If we can understand how Jam Gaming found that win, which is, yes, more controlled, more precise, knowing the weakness of Scylla Esports, then I think we can understand how they could pick up another one.
Yeah, they were definitely very, very clean. Monty Connor and Express doing a great job holding down the defensive half. And when they found an opportunity, they punished.
Game 4 begins now between Scylla and Jam Gaming. We do ask for Game 5, but we ask for competitive gameplay at least. That's what we have been given here today. Scylla Esports is an opening. Daisu cannot get up in time. Snarf will respond off this wall. EMP comes up as well. Snuff tries to get the clear, but just leaves it wide open. Monty Connor for Jam Game.
Yep, that's what we talked about. He stands in the midfield, bolstering his team like a pillar. And when he sees an opportunity come forward, all the players drawn out like that great sea in Egypt. Just comes through and puts the goal away.
With the Nile.
Yeah, we'll just avoid reference.
Jam Gaming are continuously providing entertainment. Yeehaw! That was a cowboy goal.
2-0. Express is taking one. Monty Connor taking one. I reckon Shady's turns next.
That was exceptional. Can we get a replay of the replay? No, I guess not. I'm gonna ask for a tool. I want to replay the replay. That was absolutely exceptional to watch. Jam Gaming, they're just gonna do it again. Roll it on through. 2 members respond from Scylla Esports, however. You gotta remember, at 30 seconds, they have the option to recover. They have the ability to recover, I should say. But will they? Jam Gaming have started out this game 4 so strong.
Well, what did we see last game, Derek? We saw that as soon as they got the lead, they changed their playstyle entirely. Defense, rotation, all about being comfortable in their own half. That was with a 1-goal lead. Now they have twice as many. They can do whatever they want, and as long as they play safe enough, they'll be fine.
Scylla Esports doing what they do best and starting this aggression in front of the goal. It will go over the top, but Daisu there to respond. He's in front of the net. You see Jam Gaming run the other direction because they're looking very fierce right now. Daisu again with the clear. It's going to go over the top. No, only just with the touch. He follows it through to bounce in. Saved by Express. Will actually save the day as well. Or not. Or not. Or not. Daisu comes in. Scylla Esports back on the board.
Daisu bringing in the super sub powers, punishing that opening there after taking advantage of the beautiful pop by his teammate.
Scylla Esports with that goal will bring back some of that shift and gear. Shifting gear. Scylla Esports 1 goal apart from Jam Gaming in game number 4. Looks like they don't want a game 5, folks. And they're ready to just let it all happen as they want it. How rude. Quick demolition. Will it open it up for Jam Gaming? There's a good clear. A great setup. Pass into the goal. It was a shot opportunity. They took it. Didn't make it. Again, Scylla Esports going to pass it across field. It goes to Shady, however. No one can get it in time. Monty Connor just hanging on back for now. Looks like he'll be defense. And Express rotates in as well. Ball's going to bounce in front of Scylla Esports. Goal! Oh my god!
Scary moments there. Almost. All it needed was just a... That was in.
But it was not. And that's what's going to matter most for Scylla Esports. The ball's going to bounce around this backboard. Intercepted first by Express. And as it lands, who will be the one to touch it? Well, it bounces off the wall. Set up for Snuff. Snuff, he responds. He comes through the air. Not for this right wing. You cannot follow Scylla right now. They're hungry. Close enough. Quick demolition. There you go. Jam Gaming taking him. Method out of EOE Pemp. I do not know English. AOEM. Thank you. Almost called him something else. But he is still a great game of Rocket League here today.
Express sitting his defensive half, allowing his teammates to push forward, giving them the opportunity to make plays, able to run forward if need be, but ready on the defense if it turns sour.
Scylla Esports, great setup, trying to slip it on through. It's going to be passed on back. Who gets it first? Scylla do touch it again. Pass it on up, have another shot. The Jam get the clear into the air. Daisu read very well. Off of this wing, the ball will be centered back over to Jam Gaming. They're trying to pass it through, and they get past one liner defender. That's Shady with the touch. The second is not there. Snuff will just get that clear. Scylla looking for that momentum shift once again.
Yeah, Monty Connor and Express doing a great job of maintaining a strong defense all the way through. It does mean the Jam is getting a much lower score against them than we typically have seen.
Great touch off the rebound off their corner. Jam Gaming still hold that goal advantage, a minute 20. The clock is counting down to a better tomorrow for Jam Gaming, or better today. We'll have to decide that if we do go to the 5th game. The ball to slip through. Next goal for Jam will potentially lock it in. Scylla Esports, anything could happen in this 4th game, and Jam not looking comfortable just yet.
Yeah, not making the plays for the goal, but making plays for constant possession and halting any of the Scylla aggression.
They've missed it right here. The ball's going to bounce in front of that net to slide it through. 2-all.
Man, they may not have their full roster today, but Scylla Esports has picked the substitute to bring along. Daesu is on fire.
And the crowd of balloons go wild with 45 seconds remaining. 2-all. Jam have scored a goal off kickoff before, and they've had some really good setups. Scylla continue to find this aggression though, and offense is their specialty here. Clock continues to count down. We might have an intense overtime.
Oh, it certainly will be. With money on the line and the all-important spots in league play to determine that gauntlet.
Save coming through from Monty Connor. Over to Shady, brings it back. This is a great touch. A close shot at goal for Jam Gaming. No one wants overtime more than me right now. Especially not Jam, especially not Scylla. This is going to get intense fast. This is going to break some windows. Maybe the ceiling. We're about to find out as the ball in front of the goal. In front of the goal. But overtime comes into fruition.
Game number 4. Will it happen? Well, this is game number 4, so yes.
Game 5. Close though. It's alright. I hope game 5 happens, but Scylla Esports, we're not going to think the same thing. Jam Gaming keeping it down this side of the field. It's Express taking it himself. Scylla Esports now right through center field. The touch over the top. It's deceptive, but is it enough? Maybe not. Snuff. We'll just try and get the clear and get it back down there.
Yeah, the pace of the game has gotten really fast now. Overtime has shown the pressure has built. I'm expecting to see Daesu make something big out of it. That is what we've seen. When the speed goes up, Scylla and Daesu start coming out and doing the crazy things. AOEF doing lots of bumps and building pressure.
Yeah, he's sitting in the net, however, and now he pushes himself out. 45 seconds at 2-all. This overtime has just struck us by coincidence. It's like, hey, what's going on? Well, I'm just chilling out here. Snuff, in front of the goal. He keeps it alive for now. We're in a minute in. We're not sitting quietly. Screw the corner. We're not sitting at it.
Just like baby, no
we're
one
sitting
in the corner.
out in the field, Courier. A minute 10. Jam Gaming have had a couple of shots already. In comes Express out of nowhere. Game 5.
That's it. Hysterics breaking everything in the room. The excitement is going wild. The reverse sweep is in action. Or can Scylla break the past and make sure this never happens again?
Jam Gaming have just taken it to game 5. Oh no, Scylla.
The pressure would be building. Could you imagine how stressful it is for the Sandcastle now? Scylla boys going into this knowing that it's very similar how history went last time.
Scylla Esports, we're up 2-0. Jam Gaming have equalized. We're going into game number 5. Express, Monty Connor, and Shady have proven themselves worthy of our attention. Of course, Scylla Esports would not be here if they weren't worthy as well. But as we move into game number 5, Scylla Esports are struggling a little bit to read Jam Gaming in this game number 4.
Yeah.
I feel like it's starting to be more recognizable.
Yeah, Express and Monty Connor have done such a fantastic job in holding down that midfield and making sure that every time that Scylla actually starts building the pressure, they just find a little pin and go, and then just pop that balloon.
But there are still really good plays from Scylla Esports. You can't deny that there are some great setups of goals. There's some good passing play as well. Just like Jam are that much more fast-paced when it counts.
Yeah, and Daesu, though, coming out of reserve ship, coming straight in and playing for the team with Dumbo not currently here, has done an astounding job. Those goals that he's putting away require him to read what his team is doing, which is really hard when you're not getting the same amount of play time, and being understanding of what they're setting up and executing in a way that Jam is unable to respond. So it's great to see him stepping up to the plate and blowing it away.
Well, we're about to move into game number 5 of our last series of League Play Week 1. Brought to you by McDonald's. Here we go. Jam Gaming, Scylla Esports. That's all I ask. Scylla Esports, however, have the ability to close this one out and not repeat history. Do like their overtime. Jam Gaming starting this match off well. Scylla will finally get the clear, however. Jam have brought it back down. Better passing, better mechanics out of the Scylla Esports guys, though. And we're not going to be blunt when we say anything could happen.
It is definitely a close game. I want to see Shady come more to the front. We saw him doing crazy sniping and angle plays all through last season. I want to see more of that from Shady, showcasing just how talented he can be with a filthy shot percentage.
Jam open the goal there for Shady. He goes a little bit too far to the right, and the shot will hit the post. Scylla Esports need to clear here. The momentum shifting so much over to Jam's side. Amp taking the ball himself, but it will get intercepted and popped on up. Jam find the clear, but not just yet. Dasu's there. He rolls on in. He will just go back into defense, pick up some boost, and get ready. Snuff, snuff. Will just find the goal, though.
Yep, Scylla built way too much pressure, even if they'll be able to relieve it. We did see Daesu coming up to the back, but Express, too good at reading the defensive players, pocketing it straight in that lower night.
Snuff just slid that in on the left-hand side, and like we said, sometimes Scylla Esports are hard to read, and that's a great example of it. Now they're going for the second shot. Different game from Scylla Esports, as we saw from game number 4. Finding a double shot in one. Jam Gaming now, their opportunity lies in void. Scylla having that 1 goal lead in game number 5 could be the start of something new, something good, and something blue for Scylla Esports.
Love that rhyme, came out of nowhere, just like we're about to see Jam potentially get a goal with this pressure they're trying to build.
And again, Scylla Esports trying to drop the ball and slam dunk into Jam Gaming. Quick demolition in front of goal, so Daesu speeds on up. 1 goal is not enough. Scylla Esports continuing to send the message. The message is the ball is out. Great touch from Scylla Esports. Amp repositions. He's going to try and dribble this ball on the wall. And he does. Does he get it over Monty Connor? No, he does not. He just bumps him out of the way. Ball bounces in front. They hit the backboard and they will be safe. But Amp is not done. Scylla Esports continuing this aggression. The ball in front of the goal. Scylla Esports, this next goal will make a man out of them.
Yep, every one of the Scylla players, 2 forward, 1 back, allowing them the opportunity to come in and take any clears and push it straight to the opposite side of the pitch. This is the kind of plays that allows them to constantly build pressure, stopping Jam from ever having an opportunity to score.
Monty Connor will not get the clear. It just goes cross field over to Shady. Maybe a better pass than we expected as Scylla Esports continuing to get bumped out of the way. Jam Gaming can't get past this 3-line scrimmage that Scylla have set up in the heat of the moment. Balls bouncing back on down, and Jam Gaming are under threat again. Demolition in front of goal. Is it enough? Those 4 seconds being used very wisely. But he's already back. Jam Gaming recover.
Yep, they have kept the ball in this side of the pitch. It's whether or not Jam can make something of the clear they're doing now. Shady isn't for shot.
Oh, there it is!
Snipe!
Shady in the top corner again. Jam Gaming equalized, and nightmares are reoccurring for Scylla Esports.
That is it. Shady hasn't had the accuracy we saw through league play last season, but now he's stepping up to the plate, showcasing when it matters, he can rise to the occasion and punch one through.
When do you say enough is enough for the ex-Sandcastle mob? When do you say that this pressure is not a good thing? Scylla Esports now setting on up. They're going to get past one more member. Slow is the dribble. Very, very close. Express reads it very well. So Jam Gaming live to die another day. Or do they? The Scylla Esports at 1:30. Send Daesu up into the air.
Done it.
Great series from this guy. We'll get it closer and closer. The neck, the noose, it's tightening. How do you live? Well, the question is the answer. You simply have to survive. 120 remaining. 1-1. Take me to overtime, baby. That's where I want to go. Jam, close quarter combat again. This game is going to destroy me. Goal after goal. Opportunities lie in wait.
For who the bell toll, it tolls for thee. The pace is exceptionally fast. Each team taking consecutive shots, pushing it forward, not wanting to slow it down and give the other team an opportunity to score.
The 1 minute bell dings, and Scylla Esports continuing this pursuit of happiness. It will be the dream that they've always wanted. Take down Jam Gaming. League play 1, very close. Express off the roof. Very, very intense from the striker of Jam Gaming. 40 seconds. He goes back into defense. Scylla Esports have rotated up, but get the heck off my lawn. That's what they're saying. 30 seconds. Countdown with me, chat. That's all we need to do. Jam Gaming continue to send it right on back.
The tension is high. Both teams not wanting to commit to the demo, only doing the small bumps. The ball is too tense for you to get out of position by an accidental misplay.
And looks like it could be a potential overtime as Jam Gaming say, no, no, no. Shady's there in
on!
the corner! Nicely
10
done!
seconds left!
Jam Gaming make this noose so tight you cannot breathe. Are the gallows dropping or is Scylla gonna break free?
Shady rising up to the occasion in the final game. Shady the sniper, the man who comes forward and closes out with a cincher.
The players coming through feel like they have done so much work for their teams. I'm talking about Shady. I'm talking about, of course, Daisu. End of the day, Scylla keep it up in the air, but it bounces. And Scylla Esports, again, Jam Gaming will pick out the win in a reverse sweep.
They've done it. There was the opportunity for Scylla Esports. History has repeated itself. Shady, welcome to the MVP of that game, and congratulations on bringing it to an end in Jam's favor.
We talk about Express, we talk about Monty Connor, but hey, Cheeseman, that was Shady's game.
I mean, all I can say is I'm loving it. Shady coming through right at the end. The double goal. And he was just so fast. He got there before AOEM could in defense, right before overtime, ruining our overtime dreams. But, you know, they needed to prove that they're still the best. They still took it to the last game. But the pressure was all Jam Gaming from Game 3 onwards. This is a little bit of the old Jam Gaming that we saw when Snuff was actually on the team.
Yeah.
He taught them this method.
I think that we have to give props to Jam Gaming. It is unfortunate Scylla Esports Game 1 and 2 looked great. I think they looked great in the entire series. It was just Jam kind of switching on at the end of that. But big props to Jam Gaming, who reverse sweep that series.
Oh, feels bad.
Oh,
And that's 3 Game 5s that we've had in 4 series.
Yep.
I mean, that's ridiculous. So many overtimes. Such a great day of Rocket League. Probably the best day of Rocket League we've had since the finals.
exactly right. So let's have a look at our standings as well. Let's see where everyone's looking and how they're going to compete. You see me 1-0. Jam Gaming are 1-0 as well. Legacy Esports went neck and neck, as well as Billy Fan Club, and unfortunately Scylla Esports and the other team had not picked up a win today.
Neither of the teams that had 2 games really pulled ahead, and that's a big sign that the competition is still very close. Anyone can just pull a win or a loss next week.
Yep.
And it's still going to be a while before we really find out who's going to go to the next level.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting going forward. We set up our whole guesses of who's going to win every single match for the entire season, and it's all been shaken apart by that Legacy BFC game. So it'll be very exciting to see how the ladder changes over the course of the upcoming month.
Now, gents, before we do go, do you have an MVP of today, Cheeseman? Do you have someone? Start with that. I will ask you as well, Corey. It's all right. Cheeseman, who is your MVP today?
I think there's really only one name for me, and it's because of the gravitas of the occasion. But I have to give it to Plitz. Coming through on Legacy Esports to take down BFC, he stepped it up this week and was a huge, huge force in them taking him down.
I want to give a throw out to Daisu.
Yeah.
I love the way that he came through. He hasn't actually come up and showcased himself against the big teams. And this game, I would say he was one of the best players that actually played the last couple of games. So the fact that he did that, having not had as much training time with those guys, being a substitute and still coming ahead and playing with the best, hats off to him.
And they've definitely got more opportunities to shine. People like Shady, people like Daisu. We'll see how they're running the roster next week. But of course, that is it from us. Thank you so much to David Yummy, Cheeseman Lane. I've got Tom Courier, Lord Snedden here. My name is Jake Hysterix, Aussie Penko. A big thank you to our beautiful sponsor, McDonald's, as well as thank you to Showdown Studios. That's where we are live at right now, and that's where we're going to be disappearing from after this cast. However, next Saturday, we will be back with more Rocket League play action. But until then, it's bye for now, but not forever.